You're with Radio Sri Lanka. Please stand by for the news broadcast.
Darling, our daughter has top O-level results. You know what this means?
Yes, just 3 years and she'll be going abroad for her degree.
For which we'll need a bank loan.
But is a normal loan the smartest option?
What else?
The smartest way is to start an HDFC Smart Goals account.
Let your child begin their degree with no delays. Start an HDFC Smart Goals account. Call 2356 888.
Honey, you're so smart.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years. In a few moments, the news. HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Niranjan Abesundara. A committee appointed to look into the chaotic incident in Parliament. Highest number of COVID cases reported from the Colombo district. Arrangements have been made to prevent the COVID-19 pandemic entering the country through air passengers. 3 suspects, including Zaharan's father-in-law, under arrest. Youth in the northern province have been recruited for the police service. In world news, Delhi hospitals run out of oxygen supplies. Speaker of Parliament Mahindra Abhivardhana has appointed a committee of senior parliamentarians looking into the disorderly situation that ensued in the House yesterday. The committee is tasked with presenting recommendations on the measures that should be taken to prevent such incidents in the future. Deputy Speaker MP Randit Sembalapitiya has been appointed as the chairman of the said committee, which consists of 7 other members. The composition of the committee is as follows. Deputy Speaker MP Randit Sembalapitiya, Minister Chamal Rajapaksa, Minister K. Rabukwala, State Minister Susil Premajayantha, MP Andhra Chanayapa, MP Imtiaz Bakir Maka, MP Randit Madhva Bandara and MP M.A. Sumantiran. Opposition leader Harit Premadas has said there is a plan to arrest the parliamentarian Harin Fernando regarding a statement he made. Mr. Johnson Fernando said there is no such plan to arrest him. The argument broke out over the 2-day debate on the final report of the Presidential Commission of Inquiry on political victimization. A unit of the Health Ministry said that the number of COVID patients in the country increased to 98,722. 4,204 patients are receiving treatment in hospitals. Recoveries have increased to 93,884. 634 died due to coronavirus. The National Operations Centre for Preventing Coronavirus said that COVID patients have been detected from 20 districts. The highest number of cases reported from the Colombo and Kampala districts. The commander of the Army, General Samantha Silva, said that 2 Gramajala divisions in Varipala have been isolated with immediate effect, and accordingly, Niravia and Nikadalapata Gramajala divisions were placed under isolation in order to control the further spread of COVID-19 in the area. Meanwhile, Kuliyapete police area was also isolated from midnight yesterday. Isolation is in effect until further notice. 3 individuals who attended the lectures on Islamic extremism conducted by suicide bomber Zaharan Hashim and his followers have been taken into custody yesterday. Police spokesperson Deirdre Rohan said that father-in-law Zaharan Hashim is also among the arrestees. They were arrested by the Terrorism Investigation Division from the area of Kekanagolla in Kuliyapete. Police spokesman stated that suspects will be further interrogated on detention orders. Meanwhile, the CID took another individual into custody for allegedly forging passports and identity cards using the names of slain LTT carders. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
Police media spokesman D.A. Jadrohan has said that the youth in the northern province will be added to the police service. He also said that it is expected to carry out services in the Tamil language in police stations in the north. He also stated another 24,000 persons are to be recruited to the police service next year. Parliamentarian Anukumar Dissanayake said there is a corruption circle in the country and politicians are being involved. Around 50 police officials, 100 officials in the administrative field, and a few others in the judicial sector are included in it. In addition, several persons in the business sector also in the circle. That was local news.
Darling, our daughter has top O-level results. Do you know what this means?
Yes, just 3 years and she'll be going abroad for her degree.
For which we'll need a bank loan.
But is a normal loan the smartest option?
What else?
The smartest way is to start an HDFC Smart Goals account.
Let your child begin their degree with no delays. Start an HDFC Smart Goals account. Call 2356 888.
Honey, you're so smart.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
The chairman of the Airport and Aviation Service Company, Major General G.A. Chandrasiri, said necessary measures have been taken to prevent the COVID virus entering the country by air passengers. Every passenger should follow health guidelines. Special arrangements have been made to prevent the gathering of passengers. Special program will be also be implemented for the airport staff. Accordingly, measures will be taken to bring only essential officials for the service from tomorrow. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
On to Watchlight. Secretary of Zonal Education Ministry Rukmani Arapna said that there is a 525 teacher shortage in Tamil medium schools in the Sabargama province. There are 200 Tamil medium schools in the Ratnapur and Kagara districts. He also stated that although the State Service Commission Council for Aragama Provincial Council has convened applications from the Tamil medium, only 260 applications have been forwarded to fill the vacancies. She requested the Education Ministry to approve the appoint assistant teachers in the Tamil medium for the students who have passed the GCE A-level examination. That came to in Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
the best discount in this Urdu season, People's Leasing Polywasi. Enjoy an interest rebate of 25% from People's Leasing for all the leasing facilities during this Urdu season. Call 011 206 300 for more details. Conditions apply.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Delhi hospitals run out of oxygen supplies. Dozens injured in East Jerusalem clashes. MP state genocide is taking place in China. At least 2 hospitals in the Indian capital Delhi are running out of oxygen amid a healthcare crisis gripping several states in the country. A number of people have died while waiting for oxygen supplies, and the majority of intensive care beds in Delhi hospitals are full. India is in the grip of a second wave of COVID infections. The country has close to 16 million confirmed infections and saw a record number of cases yesterday. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi due to hold meetings with state chief ministers of affected states and oxygen manufacturers today. Dozens of people have been injured in violent clash in East Jerusalem between far-right Jewish activists, Palestinians and Israeli police. Hundreds of ultra-nationalist Jews shouting death to Arabs confronted Palestinian demonstrators at the city's Damascus gate late yesterday. The police, who were trying to keep the two groups apart, used stun grenades and tear gas against protesters, some of whom threw stones and bottles. A number of people were arrested. The Palestinian Red Crescent said at least 100 Palestinians were injured, including 21 who needed hospital treatment. The House of Commons had declared for the first time that genocide is taking place against Uyghurs and others in northwest China. More than 1 million people are estimated to have been detained at camps in the region of Xinjiang. The motion approved by MP does not compel the UK to take action, but it is a sign of growing discontent towards the Chinese government in Parliament. In response, China said the UK should immediately right its wrong moves. And back to the headlines of the world news. Delhi hospitals run out of oxygen supplies. Dozens injured in East Jerusalem clashes. MP state genocide is taking place in China. That was world news.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
the best discount in this Urdu season, People's Leasing Polywasi. Enjoy an interest rebate of 25% from People's Leasing for all the leasing facilities during this Urdu season. Call 011 206 300 for more details. Conditions apply.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development news. The government has reached agreement with the World Bank to implement the multi-purpose Candy Transport Terminal Development Project and Joint Water Resources Management Project. $69 million was estimated as the expenditure for the project. It is expected to construct the transport terminal with modern facilities. That was development news. And we move on to sports news. Today is the third day of the first test played between the visiting Bangladesh team and the Sri Lanka team at Pallekele Stadium. Sri Lanka team has scored 11 runs in the first innings when play was stopped for lunch. Bangladesh team scored 41 runs for 7 wickets and declared. Bangladesh team today recorded the highest number of runs. That was sports news.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business news. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
Zone Exports was the proud recipient of the Bronze Award in the large category at the 20th Annual NCE Export Awards ceremony. The premier award ceremony conducted by the National Chamber of Exporters, especially designed to recognize and reward outstanding performance of exporters of Sri Lanka, was held at the Shangri-La Hotel recently. As a leading company that collects waste paper material and exports them for recycling, Zone Exports significantly contribute to solving the garbage problem indirectly in Sri Lanka. That was business news.
Business news. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news, courtesy of
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
6.4 million rupees has been allocated for 110 families in the southern province who engage in the rural small industry. The Galle District Development Sector said that the necessary allocation will be made by Regional Industrial Ministry and the central government. Industries related to rubber, tea and fisheries will be developed. Small industrialists will benefit from this program. That is economic news.
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
And on to the weather report. The Met Department says showers or thunder showers will occur in several places in the western, Sabaragamuwa, central, Uva, north central and southern provinces during the afternoon. Heavy rainfall, about 100 millimeters, can be expected some places in the western, Sabaragamuwa, central, southern Uva provinces as well. Back to the headlines of the news. A committee appointed to look into the chaotic incident in Parliament. Highest number of COVID cases reported from the Colombo district. Arrangements have been made to prevent the COVID-19 virus entering the country through air passengers. 3 suspects, including Zaharan's father-in-law, under arrest. Youth in the northern province have been recruited for the police service. In world news, Delhi hospitals are out of oxygen supplies. That is the news, and back to your friend and mine, Geethanjali Raman. I'll keep you entertained this Friday afternoon with some delightful music. Over to you, Geethanjali.